Hey guys, welcome back to Cosmic Talks with your one and only Venus, Goddess of Love. This is now episode 6, and I love the number 6 because, like I mentioned in episode 3, there is a cycle, which is 3, 6, and 9, which means birth for number 3, death for number 6, and rebirth for number 9. Today's topic kind of fits with number 6, aka death, kind of cycle, because it's going to be about bullying. Also, stick around for a small meditation at the end of this episode. Bullying is an aggressive dominance used to overpower those who are weaker than you. Now, the reason why I decided to save this topic for number 6 episode is because, for me, the memories of my past is dead. I rose from the ashes of the past pain and, became a phoenix. Because we must leave the past behind in order to grow, right? So this is me reminding you that you could also leave your past behind as well and rise from the ashes. Be who you are, because who cares, right? To those who are stuck in the pain of a past traumatic experience or is currently in a traumatic bullying experience because of the reality we live in, I pray that you come to terms and rise from the ashes as well. Now let me dive deep into the topic. Bullying can happen anywhere. It can happen at school, at home, or rather within your family, in your neighborhood, in your relationship, at work, on the street, etc. When bullying starts to happen in your early childhood and continues into your adulthood, you carry this low self-esteem with you. And you can't let the ghost of your past win. Anyway, there are different kinds of bullying. There's verbal bullying, which consists of name-calling, teasing, threatening, and taunting. Social bullying involves hurting someone's reputations or relationships. Physical bullying, someone putting their hands on you and hurting you. First, I'll talk about verbal bullying and social bullying, both of which are the worst kind of bullying because this can happen at any point of your life. Verbal bullying can start with a form of abuse by pointing out your insecurities. Once they recognize your insecurities, they will continue to taunt you. Now, for social bullying, spreading rumors or simply just trying to ruin your reputation is in fact conniving. And this can continue, unfortunately. But, we just can't let this faze us. Especially if someone's trying to ruin our relationship, recognize these kinds of people and just try to exclude them out of your life. Now, when bullying starts to get physically abusing, that is a different ballgame. You must defend yourself or walk away from them fearlessly. If it proceeds, speak up to those who have superiority or power to address this situation. At times, it may feel like you're overempowered by these bullies because of the torment that they put you through. But if you let them silence you, they won. It may feel like the situation that you're in hasn't been resolved. And if it hasn't, try your best to step out of the situation. Bullies have this need to get and keep control over someone else and strive on inflicting fear onto their prey. So throw fear right back at them. Sometimes playing their game helps the situation. Or, it can create more friction. As a matter of fact, no one ever wins from this kind of situation. But all you can do is hope that one day they'll get their karma or just vanish from your life. And if it's still unresolved, especially if this kind of bullying is happening at school, continue to address the problem or find others who are in the same situation as you. Maybe you guys can team up and fight these bullies off. If bullying is happening at home because, it comes close to the heart, let them know that it hurts you. If it's happening in a relationship, address the situation, and if it continues, try to gain your power back and leave the relationship and ask your friends for help. More importantly, heal yourself once you're out of this relationship. Now, online bullying, this is a new one. Delete the people who make you feel small or ashamed of who you are, or stand up for yourself online. Because, if anything, being online gives you a sense of behind-the-scenes confidence. However, if it's going to cause more drama outside of the cyber world, just ignore it. Their words is meaningless, and they have no lives if their focus is to hurt you online as well. My advice is to surround yourself amongst friends, since bullies tend to not mess with someone who is surrounded by their friends. I had intimidating friends my whole life. Then again, living in New York is quite diverse. We have many different kinds of people in New York, so it allows you to have different kinds of friends. I say have as many allies as you can. This way you can turn to them in case you ever need help. Now, I was bullied verbally in school regardless, but when you don't let it affect you, they'll eventually stop. In my neighborhood, when people started to pick on me more, I either didn't go outside or I hung out with other friends away from the people on my block. Of course, their torment will continue to happen, but again, just take yourself out of the situation, or just, deal with it and make peace with it and just hope for the best. My situation is definitely different from most of you guys, because then again, I am a female, and I'm heterosexual, and I'm not different like most kids nowadays. But in fact, in my times, I was considered different because, I wasn't able to speak English really well, because my parents are from different countries, and I'm a first-generation American, and I look completely different than most Americans, and that's what made me stand out. And of course, I had many insecurities, and people noticed that, and along the way, I'm sure I did some things at school that considered me to be the outcast. Whatever, I just didn't let it faze me. And whatever I described, this basically worked for me in my years, and maybe it could help you as well. And also, please refrain from acting out with anger. If you're sad, use the time to express yourself through sport, art, or anything that can help you release these suppressed feelings. To my parents, this part is for you. There are always clear, vital signs that indicate when a child is bullied. I'm going to quote a website here of what signs to be aware of if your child is a victim of bullying. The website is www.medicinenet.com/bullying. This article is by Roxanne Dryden Edwards, and she has stated signs that may indicate that a child may be bullied include missing possessions, unexplained injuries, and not as many friends. Some symptoms include those who are often associated with stress, like headaches, stomach aches, changes in appetite, bedwetting, dizziness, and general aches and pains. Psychological symptoms often include irritability, anxiety, sadness, trouble sleeping, frequent nightmares, tiredness in the morning, loneliness, helplessness, and feeling isolated. Victims of bullying may exhibit behavioral symptoms such as avoiding social situations, getting to school or work late, taking off more days, skipping school without telling parents, or even trying to retaliate against their tormentors. Their grades may decline, and they may become self-destructive. For example, run away from home, hurting themselves, or contemplating suicide. Parents, please watch out for these vital signs. Kids should never, start to develop these kinds of self-destructive behaviors this young, show them that life is meant to be enjoyed. So enjoy life with them. Show them that the abusive opinions or opinions in general by others should never undervalue them. Teach them compassion. Teach your kids morals and ethics, especially if you don't have some sort of belief or religion. Teach your kids that if they want respect, they have to give respect. Teach them manners. Teach them all the philosophy if possible. Teach them how to ignore hateful words. Teach them that fighting isn't the answer. Teach them that it's okay to be different. Teach them that the racial slurs are inappropriate. Teach them that making fun of other people is looked down upon by the man up there, or something that brings sparkles to their eyes. This way they won't make fun of someone. Teach them not to put their hands on other people. Spend some time with your kids, because that is really important. They like your attention. You're their parents. Make them feel comfortable around you. Discipline them if you have to, but the right way. Just be a parent and raise a good child so you won't have these kinds of problems in this world. And most importantly, teach your boys and girls that when someone is uncomfortable and doesn't say a word that consists of consent, like when no means no, it means no. So to end this topic on a brighter note, life gets better. And I can promise you that, because I've been there. And now here I am, living my life the way I want to, regardless of the outcome or regardless of the opinions. So basically, don't give up and find something that excites you so it motivates you and distracts you from the negative bull crap that is happening around you. Anyway, let's end with a meditation. Now find a quiet place to sit. Close your eyes. We're going to take a few breaths in through your nose and exhale out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to repeat after me with your eyes closed. Inhale. Not my body. Exhale. Not my mind. 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 Now breathe in. Exhale it all out. Breathe in one more time. And hold it. Exhale out all the air. And hold it. And now inhale again. Slowly open your eyes. And, look around. Did your perspective change a bit? How about what is your environment like? Is this the environment you'd like to be around? If you want to make your environment more you, make your environment more you. Express yourself, right? If you'd like to try that same breathing technique, try it a couple of more times with your eyes closed. If something comes up during this time, write it down and reflect on it. Sometimes when we silence our mind, we find the answers within. Sometimes just having a journal and writing down how you feel that day, or anything that comes to mind helps you just release whatever is going on, up there. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. I hope we all continue to release and that we all become the best versions of ourselves. So, love and light, y'all. Please like and subscribe and share. And I'll see you next week. Bye.